know if he was trying to get her to the pulpit or to the pole. If you want to do that, then you don't need to be the preacher and you don't need to be married to the preacher. Girl, I don't want the Christians coming for me.
We're Christians. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Pickup Line. My name is Dina.
And I'm Mari, and we're back.
It's resolution time.
Yes, we're back better than ever. Here
or
we
non-resolution time.
Or dry January time.
I don't do dry January.
I know. I'm doing dry January. I'm doing dry January. I did it last year with my kids, and I finished it.
And then what?
I did it the year before, and I didn't. But I did it last year, and I finished it, and I really felt good about finishing it. Like, it helped me see that, alcohol doesn't do nothing but tear you up.
So I guess the philosophy behind dry January is like people have overindulged during the holidays, and January is a way to just get it all out of their system, like to kind of detox in a sense. Is that?
Yeah, but for me, that wasn't it. For me, it was more like a fast. Like if I feel like something has too much of a control on me, I try to eliminate it.
Yeah.
Or I try to get it back under control.
Yeah.
I mean, they say that right now, in a true fact, a lot of parents are doing dry January together. And I guess it's because they can help balance it out, and it's proven that more women do it than men. Parents do it together, but the man always falls off first.
So women stick with it.
Women stick with it.
Yeah.
We basically stick with most things, but oddly enough, dry January has become bigger and bigger because mocktails are bigger and bigger. And that's because Gen Zers have decided they don't want to drink as much.
Right. There are all different types of mocktails out there now. Like I was in the grocery store and they have and they're trying to put like different adaptogens in them and stuff like that too now, or in different herbs and all that to make it seem like it's healthy, which it's better than, drinking alcohol. But yeah.
But the alcohol industry has lost almost $830 billion.
I saw that.
Because Gen Zers do not want to drink because it's really not good for you.
No.
It's not good for your skin. It's not good for your liver. It's not good for your
memory.
And it's also another thing,
brain.
and I think about this with my family, it's just not a good habit for your kids to see. It's not a good habit to think that every time you get together, you can only have fun if alcohol's there. So, I mean, just think about the industry, because you have alcohol at weddings, you have alcohol when people are born, you toast in the new year, Christmas is mimosas. And I think younger people are realizing that there's more ways to have fun than to have
They're just a bit more health conscious than, the other generations, I feel like too. Like they are the ones who are joining all the different fitness studios now. Like there are so many different fitness studios, and that's kind of like, that's I'd say over the last decade or so, maybe a little bit longer, that's started to become more popular as opposed to going to a gym, but all these fitness studios. And, when I was running a studio in Buckhead, like it was all like the younger, the people that worked in that area, they would come and work out. And now that it's January, I mean, everything is packed.
I think giving yourself 30 days to try to shun from it and try to make yourself healthier in general is a good idea. I'm not a big person on I don't do resolutions. I'm like, this year I'm not doing a resolution. I think that me being so adamant about dry January is for health reasons. It's because I want to be healthier. And now that I've seen what happens to my body after I hadn't had alcohol in 30 days, I'm like, yeah,
I remember
this
when
shit
we talked
works.
about that last year.
You're going to drop weight. Your skin's going to look better.
You're going to feel better and think clearer.
And as a mother, you probably really need that. Or a father. But I know there's so many mothers that are like, damn, dry January, I need my glass of wine. Like, right? You're running around with the kids all day. You're tired. You've worked. You want to come home, and that's your way to chill. And so you have to have another way to chill. You have to have another outlet. And that, I guess that could be exercise. It could be reading. It could be yoga, meditation. Some people do gummies. I mean,
it could be going for a walk. It could be journaling. There are so many other ways to work through your feelings of frustration or the stress of the day other than drinking.
And there's also that group of people that they're going to stop drinking, but they're going to smoke weed. Like, right? Some people think that that's not a drug either. But I think alcohol is probably one of the biggest drugs in the country because people think, oh, I'm not high.
Well, it's the
but you're
biggest
drunk.
like approved drug,
Yes.
that people are, it's more socially accepted
Mm-hmm.
depending on where you live. But for the most part, it's more socially accepted than smoking weed or taking gummies.
Yes. And in every TV show, like there used to be TV shows where everybody smoked cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Now in TV shows, everybody's having a glass of wine or a movie. Everybody's, doing whatever is their thing. Like for me, I like to have a cocktail because it's my thing. But I also was looking forward to dry January so I can just
reset.
Get some of the toxins out of my body and let it go.
Yeah.
And plus I walk every day. Like I don't really know what the statistics are of people that hold on to their resolutions because I don't believe in that. I just think that go to the gym anyway. Go to the gym all year just because it's going to do better, help you be a better mother, help you be a better person, help you sleep at night. So many reasons.
Well, it's a great way to start a habit. And I feel like if you're going to do it, just do it. Like it doesn't need to be January. It could be like a random Wednesday in July. And if you decide like you want to improve your life, you want to do dry July or something like that. Like if you realize there's something you need to do for yourself, then just do it.
October. I'm not doing it in October because I know I'm going to drink on Halloween.
I didn't even know that was a thing. So we're October.
Yeah. I'm going to drink on Halloween.
Yeah.
Like I love Halloween. Yeah. So that's just not happening for me. Like, right. So I have to be realistic with myself or, but the one thing that I do think is good, just start.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be January. It can be anytime. Or I know somebody who's like, I'm going to do this, but it has to be Monday. Like, why does it have to be Monday? How you know you're going to make it to Monday? Like,
right.
Start now.
But this is what's crazy. Half the people that start dry January, when do you think they finish? How long do you think they go?
A couple weeks, maybe. Depends on the person. Shorter.
Yeah. Statistics say that most
3
people
days.
that do dry January, which is crazy, the hardest time or the hardest to keep going is after day 3. So between day 3 and day 7, they fall off.
People have to have a real reason why they're doing something to stick to it. Like you have to have a real reason.
But you shouldn't have to have a real reason why you're sticking to alcohol. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, but some people do. Like people need to it's just what they do. It's their habit. It's their crutch. It makes, that's their one pleasure, of the day or whatever.
Yeah, because I have some friends that don't drink and I'm like, what, at all, ever?
Yeah, I have friends like that too.
And now I think as you get older or as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's not worth the hangover.
No, I'm definitely that
and
way.
God knows I've had a hangover at this age and it just is not pretty. No.
It's horrible.
It takes you like a week to get back. Like it takes your body almost like a week to adjust.
3 days. I've counted it for myself.
Again.
3 days for myself.
There is no amount of milk thistle, anything you're going to buy on Amazon that's your hangover pill that you think is the magic pill that is going to help you.
It's horrible. Yeah, it's not worth it.
And another thing, our alcohol is so different. Like when people go to France, their alcohol is so much different than ours. Ours has so many added things in it that it shouldn't have in it. I mean, France, I don't think that people in other countries drink to get drunk. They just might have a glass.
They enjoy the glass,
and then stop. Here,
I mean, I prefer at this point, I've gotten into different types of wines like that. I enjoy that. But for me, it's like, if I want to have a glass of wine, I'll have a glass of wine. But it's not one of those things where every day when I get home, it's just, everything that I do is like, if I feel like doing it, then I do.
And women in menopause got to watch the wine because of the sugar. I mean, that's a whole nother show. But that's the sugar.
Well, what happens as we get older, our liver doesn't create the enzyme that breaks down alcohol properly for us. So that's what starts happening. But
so you want to tell us what happens to the liver? what
that's a whole other show.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like fatty liver disease. There are all different types of things that can happen. But
yeah, but that's a reason to do dry January.
Yeah.
So you can stop these things from happening.
So the challenge with people is that I found working in the wellness industry is that people don't feel like they need to make a change until something actually happens, right? And everything that we're talking about dry January, that's preventative. And in our society, nobody's really into being preventative, being proactive and preventing disease.
Why do you think
it's when it's like it's human. I think it has something more to do with psychology, but it's just like until something happens, and then even then, some people are still like people who have cancer still smoke cigarettes.
Correct.
It's just like
Correct.
it's just like being able to make that change. It's just such an interesting.
And it's like like my mom's generation. It's like, yeah, the doctor told me not to smoke as they pull out a cigarette, and it's like, what? Like that doesn't make sense to me. And I think
it's an addiction.
It is an addiction, but I think the younger generation, one, sees what a fool you act if you are drunk. Two, they see what cigarettes do to your lungs if you keep smoking. Mm-hmm. And I think that for me, I thought about this going into 2026 as a parent. It's just to pick up a better habit that my kids can see.
Right.
Right. So it's like, I know my kids are going to be watching me. And if I continue down the path that I'm going with whatever that habit is, they're going to see that. Mm-hmm. So if I pick up better habits starting at the beginning of the year, then my kids will develop better habits. Mm-hmm. And when your kids are younger, they really see, like, I'm sure that our kids know we were upstairs at the copper top table having a glass or 4.
I do think children, like, they definitely mimic more of what they see than what you say. Mm-hmm. It's like if you may say, you shouldn't drink until you're 21 or you shouldn't this, but they see you doing what you're doing, they're more likely to imitate your behavior rather than just your words.
I don't know that we say you shouldn't drink till you're 21. Legally, you can't drink till you're 21 in America, but in other countries, you can drink at 18.
Absolutely.
You can start drinking whenever you're ready to start drinking.
And actually, apparently, my oldest daughter told me that if you're at home with your family, you can have a drink at home with your family. That's what she says.
Okay, but what do you say?
Well, I mean, my kids don't. My daughter's 17 and 15.
I know, but that's what she says. So
at this point, at 17 years old, or maybe when she's 18, if she wanted to have a sip of wine or something, I'd probably let her. I'd rather her have that at home than be out with friends who have no idea what's happening, mm-hmm. and it go sideways.
My daughter didn't like the taste. One of them, she was just like, yeah. She wanted to try it. We were in another country. She was the legal age, mm-hmm. and we let her try it. Now we were all shell shocked looking at her try it. Like, right? Me and her dad were like,
totally.
What? Oh shit! Like, right? And then I was like, kind of second guessing myself on making that decision.
Yeah.
But my 2 oldest children were with me, and they were like, "It's okay, Mom. She's going to do it at some point. You might as well let her taste it now. Like, while it's legal in this country, mm-hmm. and she could try it, but." Her dad and I were just kind of like, whoa, that's nuts.
I question, like, my decision, like, as a mom, like, is this the right thing to do for my daughter to let her have this? But it's true. I think that it's true. Like, it's better if they have it. If they're going to have it, they may as well have it around family, people that they know are going to take care of them, make sure that they're okay.
So what do you think about the gym resolution, everybody wanting to work out, and what do you think about that since you've been in health and wellness all this time?
I mean, I wish that people would just stick with it, like, be realistic. So I teach a class on Mondays at 6 a.m. Mm-hmm. today, and my class was full. Mm-hmm. And one of the women, she was like, don't worry, they're going to be gone by February. And I said, well, I don't want them to be gone by February, but what I do want people to do is choose something that's realistic. So if being at the gym at 6 a.m. is not your jam, like, you're not going to do it, mm-hmm. then don't start off the year, going to the gym at 6 a.m.
And also, are we just doing a free trial, or are we really going to sign up for this? You see what I'm saying? Like, so if you go to a gym, if you join a Lifetime's not letting you join for 30 days.
No. I was just going to say there's no free trials.
Yeah, you can come for one visit. So
even the visit is paid for.
Make a resolution that is realistic, like you just said, that you're going to stick with. And it doesn't have to be working out every day. Go to the park and walk for free. Mm-hmm. Like, you can go to the park and walk for free. Mm-hmm. You can get a video. Like, you can get a 21-day fix and do it for 30 days for free.
And
instead of paying money, mm-hmm. I paid my money, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to make sure I'm working out. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
And be specific. Like if you
No, you're
say,
not.
I'm going to start working out more, like define what that is, you know, and does it mean I'm going to move a little bit more every day? Okay, if that's what it means, then what does that look like? I'm going to go for walks. After I drop my kids off at school, I'm going to go to the park and I'm going to walk.
Well,
Or,
one thing
you know,
I
be
do,
specific.
one thing I do walk at the park every day. Not every day. Now that it's cold, I'll get on my treadmill. But one thing that I do, if I'm pulling into the grocery store or I'm going somewhere where there's not a whole lot of flights of stairs, I'll either park further back,
Yep,
or I'll take the stairs. And it's easier for me that way because I'm getting steps in. So another thing you could do for the New Year's is you could just add a few more steps to your daily intake. Like, right, if you should have 10,000 steps. Do you think that's correct or not?
I think it's a random number and it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so how many steps a day? If somebody was looking at this and they were on their Apple Watch and they said, well, Dina, how many steps a day do you think I could get it to be healthy or to feel
I think people should make an effort to exercise a certain amount every day. So if they've not been exercising, maybe they start off with 10 minutes and then 15 and then 20, you know, because the 10,000 steps is a random number. Everybody's different. Everyone's different.
No, but I'm saying most people think that you should have 10,000 steps a day.
I know.
But you don't think that's correct.
I think it's random.
Okay.
Who are the people they tested that on?
Well,
I think it's a goal. So I think people in the people out there, they put out this number. So people have a goal, right? But I think that goal may not work for everyone. So, you know, maybe someone who's super sedentary and doesn't move at all, they start off trying to get to 3,000 or 4,000, or maybe they want to move 10 minutes a day, or maybe it's 15 minutes a day. Like it's so important to like do your research. And if you have the resources, speak with someone who is an actual professional and can create something that's just for you. If you really want to go on the fitness and wellness journey, that would be my suggestion, my 2 cents.
Okay. So what do you suggest parents do to start off fresh in the new year with their kids?
Well, one of my mentors, she does something pretty cool with her kids. She does it on New Year's Eve. She calls it determinations, I think, rather than resolutions. And then they get a big sheet of paper and they write down specifically like what they want to accomplish that year. And then at the end of the year, they can go back and just kind of check it off and be like, yep, I got that. I did this. I did that. So I think that's kind of cool. My daughters and I did that. My oldest daughter, she's like, okay, what is it for 2026? Like, what are some goals for 2026? And we said them, but I think it's important to write it down because you can go back and reference it and kind of see where you are, you know, mid-year or 90 days or whatever.
For me as a parent, I didn't go over goal. My kids are grown, so they're going to pick their own resolutions or their own goals. But I think for me as a parent, just to be more open, more available, more communicating, spending as much time as I can, because, you know, time's not going to wait for anybody. So things like that are things that I've decided to try to do in the new year. I've done them all the time anyway. I've always spent a lot of time with my kids, but I tried to just, you know, make peace with people that I hadn't made peace with in the past, to try to, you know, clean out a few closets, get some of the clutter out. You know, everybody waited till COVID and they start cleaning out closets and everything. I bet it's some closets that need to be cleaned out now, right?
Oh yeah, I started working on one of mine the other day.
So that's what I've been trying to do. Just get the clutter out, organize my house, get everything clean, because I think it's just a more peaceful place to land. I think it's, you know, all the kids were home for the holidays. So I had a house full, all the children, all the dogs.
You had I was gonna say you had grandpups too.
Yes, I had the grandpups here. It was crazy, but I wouldn't trade it in for nothing.
Right.
I would not trade it in, you know. So I just think that family is really important. And I think that in this new year, one goal for me is to maintain that matriarch figure in my family. Right? Because I think that families build churches. Families build traditions. Families build generations. And I think it's very important for you to stick with your family. Stick with, you know, what's right. Check on your grandmas. Check on your people. Make sure everybody's doing okay. Make sure their health is okay. Make sure people are good. That's a big thing for me in the new year. So if I set better habits for myself, then maybe my kids will see it and they'll set better habits for them.
Yeah. My prayer is always to be, number one, I pray to be a better mom, a better daughter, and a better friend. Mm-hmm. And not that I'm not good at those things, but I just want to be better.
Yeah.
I want to be more intentional. I want to be more patient, you know. I want to be more present.
Right.
You know.
If you fall off of whatever you have for the New Year's, just go back the next day.
That's right.
Just start all over. Start from square one on the next day.
Pick it up and keep it going. Mm-hmm. Or not even, don't even wait. Just do it right then and there. Just start.
And just, you know, I think bigger than that is just realize you're human. Shit. People make mistakes. People take a drink. I just think that people need to realize, you know, that we're human and as human beings we make mistakes. We do stupid shit.
And we make choices that other people around us may not necessarily approve of. And I think an example of that would be the whole dress conversation, right? With Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Should we say she said yes to the dress?
She did. She did say yes to the dress, right? Because he said he picked it out for her. The dress. That's hilarious.
Yes. Yes, she said yes to the dress. But I have a different opinion of saying yes to the dress because it just depends on where you're wearing the dress. I mean, I think you have to know your audience. Like, her stylist should be fired if she has one.
Well, they were going to a fundraiser, mm-hmm. right? So they were going to an event. I think the controversy around the dress is the fact that I think that different people have controversy with the dress for different reasons. But the fact that she's the first lady and the fact that the dress had like nude fabric, right? Mm-hmm. Would give the appearance that she wasn't wearing anything, although she was.
Which I'm going to stop you on the nude part so we can just get into this. When he gave his rebuttal or, you know, his clap back to the world about the reason why his first lady was doing what she was doing, what I didn't like is the way he addressed the congregation. First of all, that's not a sermon. That has nothing to do with Jesus.
No.
Right? And you address the congregation. But the clap back that I didn't like is when he said, y'all jealous. Y'all don't know nothing. If you went somewhere.
You never been nowhere.
I mean, you ain't never been nowhere. You jealous. You don't know nothing. I mean, and, you know, he's talking about she raised $4 million and she prayed to, well, she didn't bend down on her knees and pray on that one. Not in that dress. But that don't mean she wasn't praying. Right? Because I don't think that God cares what she wears to church. But I think that if you are going to take the position of the first lady, do you remember when Michelle Obama came out and she wore a dress and it was sleeveless? Mm-hmm. And America tore her up because she was sleeveless. And mind you, she has beautiful arms. Mm-hmm. Did he not think they was going to tear up his wife? And she's a woman of the cloth? I just think that you could have made a better decision. And then when it came out, you could have addressed your congregation better. The way he addressed the congregation, that if you don't respect my wife, then you need to find another church.
It was
inappropriate.
Brazen.
It was inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was trying to get her to the pulpit or to the pole. I don't know. But it wasn't very first lady. She looked
very like emotional when he was addressing the congregation. She looked very emotional. And the one thing, it's interesting because I understand, because he said he picked the dress out. So I understand being married and as a wife wanting to wear something that your husband.
I don't know if he said he picked it out or he bought it.
Well,
but he let it be clear that he bought it.
He said he bought it, which is very different than saying he picked it out. Mm-hmm. But I think he was trying to kind of make those two sentences the same, right? Mm-hmm. But I think he said he bought it. So I guess I get it as a wife, like being like, okay, my husband really wants me to wear this. However, when you are in that, you have a responsibility. Mm-hmm.
Like you have a whole lot of little girls looking up to you.
Yeah.
You have a whole lot of other first ladies that are young and their congregations aren't as large as yours. You have a lot more power and influence than you think you do. Mm-hmm. But I found it interesting that when he addressed the congregation, her dress was fully clothed in red. In red. So red says, look at me. So I guess she wanted to prove to the world that she did a better job that day.
But I don't feel like that's out of character for.
No, it's not out of character.
Yeah.
It should have been the character she was in at the bar, at the mayor's ball, or wherever they were. She should. I'm not saying she can't wear stuff that's fitted. She's a beautiful woman with a great figure.
Yeah.
I'm saying the lingerie part of the dress was inappropriate. Now, had she wore that same dress maybe in all black or something else, or had she worn it where it wasn't like
where the collected right there, that part. And I'm not big on like tearing down women at all. I think like you said, she's beautiful.
And as a
it's
pastor,
just like,
was he singing a rap song when he was saying it? He was like, I can't remember the song that he was playing, but he was like, yeah, I want my baby to come in and back that thing up or something. I was like, what?
Oh, he did say something like that. I can't remember what it was.
And people in the audience saying amen. Come on now. Y'all amen into that. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Those lines are very blurred.
Those lines blurred.
Those lines are like.
I mean, blurred. I mean, but did you want your woman to come out looking like that? Especially if she's the first lady of a church?
Yeah,
I mean, is that what you wanted?
That's what he likes.
Then he needs to reevaluate himself.
That's what he likes.
And poor her. Like, right? Because I don't want to be
trophied or like paraded around.
I think she's pretty, and I think she can wear what she wants to wear. And I think if she wants to be a first lady and still have some, sexiness about her and still be sensual, she can.
Yeah.
I just think that it was the lingerie part.
Yeah.
And not even the lingerie part. Her part was over. She was done. Everybody talked about the dress. He could have left it alone. He could have just left it alone.
Yeah.
And then the next time she wore a dress, she should have just came out and smoked everybody and been beautiful, just like drop dead. But he went on and on and on and preached a sermon about it.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think he went on and on and on and on and on about it and didn't just leave it alone?
I think for one, she was probably really upset.
Yeah.
And I think for two, being a first lady is probably really a really hard job. Like, I think it's probably really, really hard. I think it wore on her heart.
So he's protecting her.
I don't know that I think he was protecting her, but I think that it was also, we made a bad choice. It can't be all on her. They picked a dress together.
But he didn't make it sound like he felt like it was a bad choice. Do you think he thinks it's a bad choice? I mean, it's hard to say what you think he thinks, but
I mean, he said he didn't. But he had pearls on his jacket the day he said he didn't, so I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not out of character. It's not saying they're good or bad. It's just like they're very, they express themselves in their attire.
I guess the sad part about that is you know who you're married to. And you have to know your audience. And there are women that I think could pull that dress off and wear that dress all day long. And I'm saying that women should be able to be sexy and women should be able to wear some of the things they want to wear. But I do think that when you're a woman of the cloth, when you've taken that oath to God and when you have signed up for that job, there should be some modesty in it.
Well, you think about the virtuous woman.
Mm-hmm. There should be some
in
modesty
the Bible.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go out and try to wear what Mariah wears. I'm not going to go out and try to, do the things that she does because I'm past that. And I just think that they should have been past that. And him as the preacher that's like, he should have been past that. He didn't have to, you don't respect me, you gonna respect my wife. I mean, he even had the, I was like, what is happening right now? Is this church? He did. I'm like, is this church?
Mm-hmm.
People are looking up to you. You didn't have to address it like just because some people haven't seen dresses like that. He made people seem beneath him because they haven't seen a dress like that.
Yeah, he did.
And who are you to say that?
And he
you
made
ain't been nowhere. You don't know nobody. You don't know how to act. You don't know what she got. That's not the point. That is not the point. And who are you to say where people been? Maybe you ain't been nowhere or she wouldn't have that dress on.
Well, I mean, and who's to say like that's the dress where, you know what I'm saying? Like where you been? What do you mean where you been? Where they at? That's confusing.
Modesty.
You can still be classy and sexy, without
She's
showing everything.
beautiful.
She is. And intelligent and a woman of God, you know? So.
And next time we just like maybe keep out
the
nude fabric.
I think you're right. I think he should have just left it alone. He probably shouldn't have said anything at all. He didn't need to address it.
He made it
but
worse
I think
when he addressed it.
I think he felt like he needed to, defend her, but it just went kind of sideways.
He's like the internet's talking about.
But I don't think it's out of character for that church though. You know what I mean?
I don't go to that church.
I don't go to that church either, but just like based on what I've seen, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it's, the dressing that way or addressing the congregation. Like I
saw on Instagram, I saw another pastor talk about it, and he was old school.
Yeah, I saw that.
And his opinion was, that's for me. At home, that's for me. I don't want all y'all falling down on the ground over my woman. What she got is for me. It's not for everybody. It's for me. And Pastor Bryant is like, I want everybody to know I gotta find. I mean, well, you see, she fine.
Yeah, but I think it's two different approaches
She'd be
for
fine
men.
in a pantsuit. Like, she's fine.
But some men like to, show their woman off like that, and some men, like the other pastor, like to just keep it close to home. And like he said, like you're not gonna wear that skirt. That skirt's for me.
But I guess the issue is you're not an ordinary man. You're a man of the cloth.
Yeah,
you took an oath. Like you are a man of God. And I'm not saying, because I haven't been to heaven yet, but I'm going. I'm not saying what the angels are wearing in heaven. I'm not saying that.
But you know what they're not wearing,
right?
I'm not saying what they wear, but I know what they're not wearing
at all. At all. I'm like, I was like, you had me stuck on that one. Well, we know
we're not trying. We're not judging. We're not judging.
We're not,
because that's not okay either.
We don't want the whole church coming for us.
Yeah, no, we're not judging. We're just
having a conversation about the dress.
Yeah, we're not judging.
She said yes to the dress.
She said yes to the dress.
Yeah, he protected it in his pearl jacket.
He did. I think he was defending his wife, and I get that,
which is sweet.
I get that,
which is sweet. But I don't think that I would have wanted to spend 30 minutes at church talking about that dress.
Yeah, he was very emotional.
And also, I'm sure there was a whole lot of people in that church. There might have been some amens, but there were some people in that church that were still like, well, we don't want to leave our church just because we didn't like your wife's dress. Like, right here, I'm talking about you can leave the church.
Why are you leaving the church?
You ain't gonna talk about my wife. Well, I'm sure people talk about her every Sunday, whether she was fully clothed or not, because that's just what people do.
Yeah.
They always look at the first lady. How's the first lady acting? What are her mannerisms? Like, it's a mega church.
Yes, it is. It's huge.
It's a mega church, and people look at her and look up to her. And I think he brought more attention to her than he should have. Yeah. But anyway, she's beautiful, and it's over. We need to let the dress go. R.I.P. dress.
Well, I mean, I think your idea was great. Like, he didn't even need to address it. And the next time she comes out, she just like kills it.
Right.
Like, just shut everybody up. Like, I told I can show you better than I can tell you.
What?
So just like show.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Just come in and do you.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to explain anybody what you are. I think that was the issue. I think that even though the critics talked about it, the issue was you decided to do half a sermon on it. No.
That's it. That's the problem right there.
We're better than that.
Stick to Jesus.
Yes, It's over. Thanks for watching. I said the pulpit to the pole.
You said he had pearls on his jacket.
He had pearls on his jacket.
He did? Well, you would notice. Of course.
I think they were pearls. It looked like pearls on that jacket to me. Girl, I don't want the Christians coming for me.
We're Christians.
Yeah. But this is the thing. Shawnee O'Neal is a first lady. And she has she's more modest than she's ever been.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of respect for her because she came from Basketball Wives and she's carrying that cloth like a G. Like she's carrying that cloth. If you want to do that and that's the look you want, then you don't need to be the preacher and you don't need to be married to the preacher.